Well guys, welcome back to the nest. Okay, look, I'm Jane here. Hope everyone had a good Mother's Day yesterday. I certainly did. Hope you all spent a lot of time with your mums and, went somewhere nice, had a bit of food and, had a drink. um, anyway, look, I'm sorry, this is the only time I'm gonna do this. I am gonna have to go back to 1960 and review a film from there. The film is Swiss Family Robinson. It is a movie from 1960. It's by Walt Disney actually. It was released at the time when Walt Disney was still alive, 6 years prior before his death. But I think the reason why is because I heard about it and it basically covered something I'm really into, if you know what I mean. Like it doesn't cover, but it involves something I'm really into. Because I'm just fascinated by them and I just didn't want to miss it out. It's Walt Disney and I'm a big fan of his work. The film is Swiss Family Robinson. It's about this husband and wife and their three sons who are trying to escape Switzerland during the Napoleonic Wars. Now obviously I did some research and the Napoleonic Wars took place in like the 1800s. I don't want the exact years they took place from, but I know that they took place in the 1800s and they're trying to flee Switzerland just to get away from it all. But the ship that they were on has been attacked by pirates and luckily they've just managed to come across an island into the farm animals. It must be really stressful for farm animals to be on a ship, that's on seas where there's so many animals, so many creatures, in the waters, like, sharks and octopi and everything, all kinds of dangerous stuff, whales. To me the sea is just absolutely scary, so it is. But yeah, I would love to have an island like that. They managed to go on the island, they saved the captain's dogs. What are their names again? Duke and... it's going to annoy me now. Yeah, Duke. They're two Great Danes, beautiful dogs. I actually think that's the kind of dog Scooby-Doo is. Yeah, he's a Great Dane. But yeah, speaking of Disney, it's actually, I don't know if I said this in one of my previous videos when I did the Aristocats reaction, this is actually the 100th anniversary of the Walt Disney Company. Look, I guess they've come really, really far. They started in 1923 and here in this year we're in right now, they're still going. They're still like the biggest entertainment company of all time. Started off with Mickey Mouse and now they're just doing all kinds of stuff, I guess all the movie companies are big. Warner Brothers, they start off with Bugs Bunny and look at them now. Metro-Goldwyn-Mayer, Tom and Jerry, with James Bond and everything, the biggest spy movie series of all time, biggest franchise, whatever you want to call it. Universal, Woody Woodpecker, look at them now, and Paramount, Popeye, look at them now. See, it all takes evolution. You just need to start somewhere. One simple mouse, one simple mascot, and then you're set. You're absolutely just set if you have that one mascot. It turns out that they're on this island there was like a bridge that was between... This island is between Africa and Asia and you used to have a bridge on both ends that would lead and that's why there's so many animals of different species on the island, but the bridge is broken now, so that's why there's big diversity of wildlife. Like there's flamingos everywhere, there's cranes, there's monkeys and elephants and zebras and a tiger, of course. Now the tiger does seem like a problem. Like the youngest son, Francis, he's a big fan of animals from the looks of it, just like me, and that's what I'm interested in this movie, is the animals. He becomes a fan of the elephant. The tiger is a big thorn in their side, so he is. I don't know whether it's a male or female. We'll just, But yeah, a tiger has a problem, tries to eat Fritz, but mother and father should be keeping an eye on him. I don't know why in this the mum and dad aren't given names. It's an odd one. They just call each other mother and father. That can be a wee bit confusing. And the oldest two sons, Fritz and... this is go. I forget the name of the other son. Fritz. Oh, I can't remember the name. But anyway, okay, guys, I can't wait till I start doing these movie reactions, show my actual reaction to the movie like a lot of the other YouTubers do. This is doing my head in now. But, yeah, they managed to get the wildlife. Actually, I'm going to check, just one wee second here, guys. But yeah, the thing is, whenever they try rescuing the farm animals from the ship, many sharks come up, and they're after the pork chops and this big steaks from the cows and everything. It's, I guess that would be a big opportunity for them, because how's a shark gonna get their hands on a cow if they're not on a if they're not a water animal? You know what I mean? So it must have been a real treat for them, but sadly they didn't get their hands on it. Ernst, that was his name, Ernst. He's the middle brother. But yeah, they managed to use a pair of sea turtles for safety. I do realise whenever they first got the animals, so I had to charge my phone up there. I do realise when they first got the animals, they just seem to be using them for their own ends. The monkey is just for a pet. I wonder how they actually train all these animals to take part in these movies, especially the tiger. But they're very lucky to live on an island like this. They just live there full time, and they're just so happy and everything. And there's always some, but you always have to worry about what kind of life the boys are gonna have, especially Francis. If he's not in school. But Fritz and Ernst decide to circle around the island, go off by themselves, but they come across this old captain who's been kidnapped by the same pirates who attacked their ship in the beginning, and his cabin boy, Bertie. They managed to rescue Bertie, but it turns out that she's not really it's not really a cabin boy. It's a girl named Roberta. The only reason she has her hair cut short is just so the pirates wouldn't take her away. And it turns out that the captain is her grandfather. God knows what will happen to him, And luckily they managed to rescue a zebra from quicksand and hungry hyenas. Hyenas are horrible looking creatures. They're very fascinating, but that's what I like about animals. In a way, animals are people. Because, they've got feelings, they're loving and caring, just don't get on their bad side, obviously. They bring a zebra home. Poor Francis was expecting a crocodile. I don't think a crocodile would do any good, they just eat you alive. But the pirates decide to plan out their strategy. Tensions are rising high between Ernst and Fritz, because they want the attention of Roberta. But the pirates are now planning their attack. Now, whenever I first watched this movie, I actually thought, you know what? I think the tiger's going to be a good attack strategy. They put him in a pit. Obviously, they were planning to release him. You can't just keep a tiger in a pit, for its whole life. But just temporary basis, to scare the pirates away. Maybe eat them alive. But but yeah, the pirates come along. The coconut bombs work out very well. They fight together as a family. They take care of each other until the end, and in the end, Roberta's grandfather comes to the rescue, and the family is saved. They do have the option to go to New Guinea, which was their plan in the beginning, but mother and father are just so happy on the island that they decide to stay there permanently. And I did hear that there's going to be more people are going to come over for a government, and father can be elected, so maybe they could have like a little town, well, not a town, because you can't just get rid of all the nature and everything, but a village maybe, and they'll have a government. They can go to New Guinea whenever they want, and Fritz and Roberta decide to stay on the island. They become a couple, and as for Ernst, he's off to university. Happy for him, because this is what he's always wanted. Even though he fought with Fritz, it's still his brother, and they're always gonna have these wee squabbles, brothers regardless. And I love how Walt Disney told a very happy story. They decide to stay in paradise, a life beyond their wildest dreams. I did find out that the whole movie was actually filmed on the island of Tobago. My God, Imagine being there for a movie. You know, you'd have to build. They probably did have to build a settlement, or maybe just use tents like the family did in the beginning. We'll never know. But yeah, sorry I had to go back to 1960, guys. I just heard about this movie, and I saw it talked about. I heard it's a big hit with the audiences. One of Disney's one of the favorite one of the fans' favorites live action Disney movies. Yeah, Swiss Family Robinson, really enjoyed it. I love seeing the animals in it. Seeing the monkeys and the elephant and the tiger roar. It was before Shere Khan. In Disney form, I mean. But yeah, I'm really sorry, guys, that I keep stuttering in these videos a lot. I don't know how to edit just yet. I am scared. I will admit, guys, I'm quite scared about what's going to happen whenever I do start editing. I'm worried I don't have the proper setup for whenever I get the gaming ready, and I'm worried I'm not going to do it correctly. The whole channel's going to fail. I'm uploading a lot more consistently now, but I'm just worried I'm not keeping anyone happy. I'm sorry about this, guys, but I want you guys to know I really am trying my hardest, because I do love this channel very much, and it's also about balancing my college life and my YouTube life together, because they're both equally as important to me. I just don't want to waste it all, you know what I mean, guys? Just keep trying your best and support the channel. It means a lot to me. I will try editing in the future very soon, so you don't just see me stuttering all the time. I just get to the chase. I'm gonna try and make my thumbnails a wee bit more attractive and eye grabbing and everything. I'm gonna create a profile, maybe get someone to do a bit of artwork for me. I do promise you guys that every video I make on this channel is a stepping stone to what it's gonna be. And please keep subscribing and tell your friends and turn on the notifications. Don't forget, I'm not forcing anyone in this. I just really want this channel to take off because it means so much to me. I love you all to death. I shall see you in the next video, which will probably be in a couple days. But now we're just going back to our proper schedule. We're going back into our proper system. We're now going up in the years. This is the last time I'm ever going to do this. It'll be the only time I'm doing this, actually. I should word it a bit differently. But now tomorrow night, I'm finally starting 1973, and I gotta say, I'm really excited about this one, guys. I think it's going to be a good one. Take care of yourself, guys. Hope you all had a good St. Patrick's Day and a great Mother's Day. I love you all to death. Tell your friends about the channel, turn on notifications, all notifications, subscribe, comment what you'd like to see next, like, favourite. I shall see you guys in the next video. Love you all to death. And I appreciate the help.